Hi guys, welcome back. In today's video, I figured we could go ahead and get ready together. Have a few things to do today, so why not drag you along with me, right? So yeah, I don't have like a major plan, a major sketch. We're kind of just going with it. Probably something to go with this theme, but yeah, stay tuned. Okay, so first things first, I'm going to use this lip oil. Look at my hair. I curled it for date night and last night, and it's still very curly. I love that about my hair. And I love this lip oil. This is a Morphe 2 glassified lip oil. I really like it. It's not sticky. It's very comfortable. Brows are done. I actually used the NYX, the brow glue this time. I've actually been liking that because it really laminates my brows, whereas the Revolution soap bar, the Makeup Revolution one, it looks good at first, but then I have to, or it falls, and it just kind of, you know what I mean, like fades. It doesn't stay fluffed up like that, so I have to go back in with this. So I just used this initially, and I didn't use a brow pencil, because sometimes I like to use a brow pencil and fill in these brow hairs, see how they're more kind of sparse looking, but I like the way it looks today, so we're going to go with it. I'm going to put some primer on before we do our eye look so it can really soak into the skin. I've already done my skincare. It's been a couple hours. We're going to double prime. First, I'm going to go in with the Laura Geller, the Spackle Hydrating Primer. I do like 3 or 4 pumps. Okay, now that's all rubbed in. It almost gives me like a little glow. I really like that. So then we're going to go in with the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer just in the areas where I get texture, which is normally right here and on my forehead into my nose. So I'm actually scraping the barrel on this. I've had it forever though, so you do get a lot of product for a little bit amount of money you spend. We're just gonna rub this in. Okay, so now we're primed and very silky right here. I love, love, love that primer. Okay, so we're gonna prime our eyes next. I actually think I'm gonna switch. I've been using the Ace Beauté one, Anastasia eye primer. I haven't used this in forever. I think I bought this in my last haul before this one. Let's use this. I actually missed this primer, and I think when I started using the Ace Beauté one, it kind of replaced it. This one's definitely thinner than the Ace Beauté one. Okay, so I'm going to buff this in with a brush, but I also have a new sponge for you guys. And I'm hoping that it works, because the brand that I'm using, it has not been very promising as far as sponges go. I'm just using the Just Up 142 concealer brush just to kind of tap this in. I like to drag it all the way up into my brow just to kind of clean it up a little bit, because I don't clean up my brows when I fluff them out. Now, when I used to do that crazy heavy brow look, I'm also going to drag this into my nose where my nose pieces lay, because according to TikTok, that's how you prevent your makeup from lifting. Of course, you have to set it, but we're gonna give it a go. I miss this primer. So good. Okay, so now that looks super crazy, I think I am completely set. I'm gonna dip into a fluffy brush, just something like this. Actually, I need something a little bit fluffier and bigger. My favorite is the JH30 brush. Her line is just beautiful. And it's literally my favorite fluffy brush. We'll use this one instead. This is the Morphe. It's stained, but it'll work. Dipping into just a translucent powder. This is actually my holy grail setting powder. It's so fine and no white cast. Okay, so I've laid my tape down. I'm going to go into 2 different palettes, because I'm going to do like purple, like this purple, into like a mint green type situation. Like kind of like that, because my hoodie has all kinds of different colors on it. So the Ace Beauté Nostalgia palette for the purple. And I'm going to use, I think I'm going to mix these two and create a shade for that. And then I'm going to fade it into a, you know what, I'm going to do lighter and a darker, I think. And I'm going to use this beautiful mint green in the Juvias Place, the Rebel Mints palette. We could probably do like a pink and then cut the crease. Oh, how pretty would that be? I wasn't planning on doing nothing exotic, but I got time. So let's take that beautiful pink color, that really bright one, onto, we're gonna pack it on there first. So this Profusion brush is perfect for a pack and then a blend. So the Picnic shade, make sure you guys can see. Yeah, oh my God. So, and I'm just gonna go a little bit above my crease because we're gonna cut like right in the crease, if that makes sense. And I'm not worried about blending right now, just getting that ideal shape. Sorry, my mother was calling me. But anyways, we're just gonna taper this out until we get to that tape, because I do got the tape at the end there, as you can see. So just like that. Okay, so now that we have that, we're going to blend that color out. I don't really have any blues because we have blue. I'm going to take this mauve shade. It's called Flower. On the end of this Profusion brush, just a little bit really. And right on top of that, really into the brow bone. And really just diffuse that out, really blow it out. No harsh lines. Don't worry about the bottom because we're going to cut the crease like I said. And I really just want to make sure. Yeah, I'm going to go back in and reapply that pink because I really want that pink to shine. Right, and then we'll just lightly go back in right in the top area. Okay, nice. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut this crease. I've been wanting to try Vaseline because it looks so much easier, more effortless, but right now all I have is my micellar water. I'm just gonna go in and I'm gonna clean this up and just get your desired shape. And this just helps when you lay that concealer down. It helps to, sorry, I'm concentrated. It helps to keep that color. So you're not like super pink, you know what I mean? We're gonna redo that anyway, so it's not a big deal. But you want that nice sharp line. So I try and make it as clean as possible. Because you're gonna take the eye primer and you're gonna follow that. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm just tapping that just to ensure it dries down. Because we just do this for the shape, really. And plus it makes our shadows very, very pigmented, which we love, So now, let that sit down for a minute, and we're gonna go into the mint green on this side, and then we're gonna go into that purple on the outside. Oh, that's gonna be so pretty. Hopefully this don't dry on my hand. Okay, so I'm definitely gonna do this beautiful mint green, and I wanna use like a small packer brush for this, just because that's a small area. So like I said, we're gonna dip in, and these don't have mirrors, but I mean for 10 bucks, you really can't beat it. We're just gonna lay this down. Oh my gosh, I love this. Just gonna go right in the middle, like right where I'm at. I'm just packing it just to make sure the color is very vibrant. Because I really want that color to stand out, which is a reason why we put the primer down instead of concealer. I much prefer primer over concealer for this. I'm going to take the other side of this brush and I'm going to go into that purple that we talked about. Are we mixing or what are we doing here? I said I was going to mix. You know what? I'm just going to use this raspberry shade, which is like a plummy purple, which goes good with that. Shirt of mine. Oh, and that's really pretty paired up. You see that? Very, very beautiful. And it really helps to have that tape so you can be a little bit messy when it comes to that wing, because that tape catches it. And I prefer Scotch tape over like eye tapes just because they're like stuck. They're like so precise. Okay, guys. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take just a plain fluffy brush. Something just basic, like angled like this. This is the Luxie medium shading brush, and I'm just going to lightly kind of diffuse this back and forth to mix those colors. Just for a nice blend. I'm kind of tapping now because I don't want to disturb the shadows. I just want to blend the shadows, if that makes sense. And it almost created like a blue-green effect with that purple, which goes fantastic. Okay, guys, so now let's add lashes, liner, and finish this other eye. Okay, guys. Oh my god, I'm obsessed. It looks so good. Gotta put my glasses on for a minute because I am getting a headache. But that looks super good. I'm just hoping this good turns out. Oh, okay. So I have faith that it will. Moving on with positivity. I definitely want to go in with the Juvias Place I Am Magic Velvety Matte Foundation in the shade Mariacho, something like that. I really like this foundation. Very full coverage. Goes a long way. So the past couple of times I've used this, I've used way too much. So I'm just going to drag this all over my like that. So I only use like a squeeze and a half maybe. Okay, so like I told you, sponges. I have tried the Real Technique sponges, and the orange ones I do not like. I've even given it a week of just using them constant, and I'm not a fan at all. It's like they soak up so much product and they're not bouncy. Like this one, bouncy, right? The other one's like dense. It's like, you know what I'm saying? This one is their Real Techniques Sponge Plus, I do believe. And this one, it's either this one or the other one I bought. They're supposed to give you an either glowy look or a matte look. It doesn't say on the sponge, so I'm not 100% sure which one this is. I just feel like the orange ones, their original ones, I'm just not a fan of at all. Okay, so foundation is on. Obviously, you can tell where it's like, it looks kind of funny there and there, but my skin, like I said, has been so bad here lately. So I'm hoping if I just keep up with my skincare, it'll change. But like with the weather, like one day it's 30, the next day, like today's supposed to be almost 60 degrees. I mean, it's hard to keep your skin, you know what I mean? So it ain't like I can afford to go out and get, you know, $200 skincare, you know what I mean? So we're gonna work with what we got. So now I want to go into cream products. For concealer, I'm using the Milani Conceal+Perfect. I don't know why I have my glasses on. I mean, I do. I'm getting a headache, but I'm really contemplating getting contacts, really. So I might even take that L'Oreal Infallible powder and use it as like a setting powder. But it's kind of like the Milani Conceal+Perfect Shine Proof powder that I use is technically a powdered foundation. So I mean, wondering how my skin will look. Okay, so for cream bronzers, we're going to use the Aesthetica palette. I think I'm pronouncing that right. I don't know. It's the Cream Contour Series. It's the one I've been using. I like to mix these two shades right here with that BH Cosmetics brush. And I just tap. That way I don't disturb anything underneath. And just warm up that area, really. And give me definition in the same time. Okay, so there's that. So then for cream blush, I use a brush for that as well. This is just from, what is this? Elena Badro. And I use this, I have been using this ColourPop blush stick, and this one's in, let's see, Under Pressure. I like this. It's very dewy, so it adds a little something to this look because it's definitely matte. I just roll the stick up like this. I just get like a lot on here, like so, you know what I mean? And then I just right on top of that contour, just like that. And I even bring it in just a little bit. Sometimes I'll go all over the nose like that. Even though I wear glasses, I think it's a really pretty look, like super sun-kissed, you know, because I hate to get my nose anyways. So, okay, so creams are down, so now we're going to set. To set underneath my eyes, I'm going to use the L'Oreal Hydra Perfecting Loose Powder. I don't have much of this left, maybe like half of it. Well, I guess that's kind of a lot, but. And then I'll just, underneath the eyes. Just like so. And it doesn't end up color or anything, which is super nice. Hopefully I don't pay for this. We're going to take the L'Oreal Infallible 24 Fresh Wear Foundation in a powder. I should have seen that. Foundation in a powder. Anyways, we're going to take that and I'm going to set the rest of my face with that. And I'm just going to use this really fluffy, pretty brush. And I'm just going to, maybe it'll perfect what I got. I don't know. You know what? It does smooth what I have, which I really like. Okay. So I'm definitely going to use this as like a setting powder. I would definitely let you guys know if it actually sets, but I don't see why it wouldn't. So, not a lost cause. Okay, so now what we're going to do is we are going to do our bronzer and our blush powder version. The Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer, the Old Paradise Collection one, because this is different formula than the other one, from what I have heard. I really like this. It warms up the face really nice. It's a really good match for the cream contour that I use. Anyways, so see how good that looks? It really warms everything up. And I'm not rubbing at all. I'm just tapping because I really don't want to disturb what I have going on at all. I've had so many skin problems. I wiped so much makeup off. It's just want to be very careful. For powdered blush, I love this powder blush. It's actually become one of my favorites, if I'm being honest. This is the Juvias Place Blushed Rogue Volume 2. I really like this palette. It is a Rougie, I'm sorry. Very pigmented. Those colors are beautiful. I think I'm just going to use this one. I've been using that one. It's got a lot of kick up, but you really just need a little bit. Like, I just did one little dab and look how pretty that is. Like, that's so pretty. Makeup Revolution Highlighters Reloaded. This is Dare to Divulge, the pinkier shade. So I feel like with this look that we have going, it will be perfect. So, these are more natural, but can be built up. See that? I like these highlights better. They're more of the icing white, rose goldish type deals over the gold ones. Okay guys, so lip combo for today. I'm using the Milani Understatement Lip Liner in Desert Rose, and then the NYX Lingerie XXL Matte Liquid Lipsticks in Undressed. I've used these before. I don't know why you're so close. There we go. I've used these before, and they were super drying. But I'm going to give them another go. So I just line like normal. I do overline a touch on the top there. And then I go. And I just connect. I'm going to take all the excess product because I don't need. Okay, so I did really well. Actually, it was perfect, really. So then I'm gonna take like a little brush. something kind of like this, and just kind of blend it. So I'm just going to go in with the Long Stay lip color right here in the middle, and you see how that's just got just ever so, it's just a little bit lighter than the other ones, and I'm just gonna focus this in the middle and diffuse it into the sides. Focus this in the middle, diffuse it into the sides. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you guys liked it. I really do. Yeah, don't forget to subscribe and follow and comment and, you know, that kind of lovely, beautiful things. Try and keep it positive. And check out my TikTok too. Bye.